Well, good morning, friends. You can tell I'm from a different location today. I'm actually here in Cuenca now. This is the Tomebamba River running here behind me. It's really flowing today. I've been here since Tuesday. Today is Friday. I'm recording this now on Friday. And I came in on Tuesday and this water wasn't flowing like this at all. So I don't know if this is because extra snow melt in the mountains or who knows. I don't have any reason why. But guess what? I'm here for QA-11. QA-11. 10 more questions right here submitted by you people, and I'm going to answer these when I come back. Hey! Roger! Rocket Chick Roger! Hello there. Okay, like I said, I want to answer these 10 questions here. This is QA-11. This is 110 questions that all of you have asked me, and I started just this morning on QA-16. So we have a lot of questions to go. I'm trying to do these once a week for you, and I'm trying to do the best I can to get the most accurate answer possible. If you like this channel, please subscribe. You can hit the subscribe button right there. If you like the video, the content, please give me the thumbs up. It's right there as well. And if you want to be notified when I post a new video, it's right there as well. Okay, so here we go. Question number 1. I had to condense some of these questions a little bit, but they're the questions that the viewers are asking. Okay, I know Ecuador has many dogs, but what about cats? Do you think it would be easy to find a rental and veterinarians that are familiar with cats? I hope to hell I find a veterinarian that's familiar with cats. I know that's kind of being a sarcastic, but you know, it's a serious question that somebody asked, and I don't have the name of the person, but with all due respect, I sure hope that the veterinarians would be familiar with cats. There are lots of veterinarians here. There's lots of dogs, lots of cats, there's llamas, there's iguanas, there's all kinds of animals here in Ecuador. And you're not going to have any trouble finding somebody to take care of your little Fifi, okay? Excuse me, I got a little music entertainment on the pathway here going by. Thank you. Good morning. Howdy. I wonder if they know what howdy means in Cuenca. By the way, I did tell you that I'm in Cuenca, right? Okay. Question number 2. When you go to the mall movie theaters, what's the point of watching a movie if it's all in Spanish? How do you go to the movies to get around to Spanish so you can hear it all in English? Folks, this is Ecuador. This is a Spanish-speaking country. If you go to the movies here, they're going to be in Spanish. But guess what? At the mall in Manta, which is the only mall I'm familiar with so far, they have a movie night for expats and everything's in English. It's every week. I don't know, I think it's on Wednesday night, but it's easy to find out. All you have to do is go in the mall and go up and look at their schedule. Movies here are going to be in Spanish, okay? I mean, look where we are. I don't think that's going to be a problem for you, okay? You'll be able to find English-speaking movies. I personally, I don't go to the movie theater. I gave up on that years ago because of cell phones and rude people, and we just won't go into all that. It's easier and cheaper for me to steal my movies online and watch them at home in the privacy of my own home. And then, of course, I immediately delete the movie because it's not legal to do that, okay? Number 3, does Manta stay cooler because of the westerly breeze like California? I think it does. We get a horrendous wind, onshore flow, we called it in San Diego, onshore flow, the wind blowing onshore. Not only does it keep it a little bit cooler, but it also keeps the air a little cleaner. You can tell, I mean, because you can go from Manta in a 15-minute taxi ride up to Monte Cristi, where you can go buy the Panama hats and do all kinds of shopping, and you'll notice a noticeable difference in the temperature and also in the quality of the air. So yes, I do believe that the onshore flow coming on from Manta greatly affects the temperatures in Manta. Number 4, can you address the topic of dogs? How difficult is it to find rentals that allow dogs? I have a collie and a Scotty. Is it necessary to rent a house outside of town? And this question was from Susie, Luna, and Rebel. Hi, Susie. I'm not one to make assumptions. I don't like making assumptions, but I would be willing to bet you that Luna and Rebel is the collie and the Scotty. Maybe not in that order, but sure, Susie. Yeah, there are lots of rentals that allow dogs. I mean, this is a dog-friendly country. Countrywide, there's not a real big move to spay and neuter dogs and cats, but there are private enterprises that do it on a volunteer basis and so forth. But they're like in the apartments that I live in Manta, right going into the front door, right on the window, there's a sign, no dogs. Yet I know 3 families that have dogs. And one of them reminds me, or reminds everybody, of his presence every day when another dog walks down the street. All of these dogs are service animals, okay? And that's how they're allowed to be there. So bring your dogs, okay? You're not going to have any problem with getting dogs here. You don't have to rent outside in the country. You're going to find lots of places in town that'll be happy to have you and your poochies. Number 5, Don, I'm curious to know if they have microbreweries in Ecuador. Do they have Argentinian wine? I sure like Melbach. I know that's 2 questions in one, and that's okay. That's allowed here. Okay, I'm a friendly channel. Yes, they do have microbreweries here. I don't know of any in Manta. I'll have to look into that and see. I was at one here in Cuenca last night. I don't know that was a microbrewery. I got to think about this for a minute. This place I was at last night has a lot of craft beers. Lots of beers on draft. They're bound to have some here. I'm going to have to do a follow-up on this and find out. I know that there is some awesome beer here, okay? Besides the beer, ciao. Somebody just honked at me. Probably one of my fans. God, I feel so damn stupid. Let's see, I lost track. Oh, Argentinian wines. Yes, I just did this short video clip on beers and some wines. I took some pictures of some beer and wine that I shot at the Mega Maxi. I do know that there is a complete section on Argentinian wine. And it's available. It's readily available here, okay? And the Melbach is awesome. It's very good. So, number 6. Are the buildings in Manta built to withstand earthquakes? I sure hope so. I know that the one that I live in survived the 2016 earthquake. And I was in my bed in that apartment when that little 7.5 happened in Peru and woke me up and didn't hurt anything. But yes, especially all the newer buildings, they're all built to earthquake standards. A lot of the older places, they were built before they had earthquake standards, A lot of buildings in Manta were destroyed by the earthquake in 2016. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, sure, all the new buildings and everything, the newer architecture, everything is built to earthquake standards. It would have to be. Number 7, I was really kind of reluctant to accept this question because this question really doesn't have much to do with living in Ecuador. But in fairness to all of you, I want to answer everybody's questions. This is from Jeannie, Hi, Jeannie. The question is for drug addicts. And what Jeannie wanted to know is, why are you so interested in finding a place in Ecuador? How about you stay where you are not? How about you stay somewhere else and not ruin Ecuador? Well, Jeannie, addiction is a worldwide problem, as you can probably imagine. I have some limited personal experience with addiction. I don't know very many people that don't have or is not related to somebody that doesn't have personal friends that have a problem with addiction. It's everywhere. Ecuador, I think that from my own personal perspective, I see more of a problem with drug dealers and drug dealing and drug manufacturing. I think that's a bigger issue that needs to be dealt with. I personally, I've not had any problem with any drug addicts here. I don't think that, drug addicts are any threat to Ecuador. I really don't. That's just my own personal opinion. I'm just answering this in fairness to everybody. Out of all due respect for you, Jeannie, I don't know what to think about this question, but I hope that is a good enough answer for you. That's the best I can do. I think that the world needs to do something about the manufacturing and the distribution and the people that are actually producing and distributing the drugs. We get rid of that problem. We can get rid of this other problem. I believe. I think so. So, number 8. How much are cigarettes there? You covered booze and hookers. So, how much are cigarettes? I think you can get a pack of Marlboros for $5.50. Now, keep in mind, Ecuador doesn't have the national taxes on cigarettes. I believe they do, but it's certainly not like it is in the United States, where I know that when I quit smoking in 2000, a pack of cigarettes was $1.75, and I just bitterly complained because I had to pay $17.50 for a carton of cigarettes, and now in the United States they're like $90. And here you're looking at $5.50. I think that you can go to the local mercados here and get cigarettes for less than $5.50 a pack of the generic brands that are available here. That's my answer to that question. The question number 9 from Sandy Wells. Hi, Sandy. I get a lot of questions from Sandy. I really appreciate that. How about cell phones? Is an iPhone better in Ecuador than Android? Should I just get a SIM card when I arrive or buy one there? I personally, I have an iPhone. I brought it with me. I have a 10R. I was on AT&T, and when I closed my account with AT&T, I unlocked my phone, and then I brought it with me, and I use it now. It's works great here. I have a Claro SIM card that I put in it that I paid $24 a month for. I found out yesterday there's a $5 service that I need to look into that's probably better than that, but that's not the answer to this question. You can buy cell phones here really cheap. I mean, you can buy Android phones here for less than $200. I would think that I would probably feel more comfortable walking around with one of those than I do my iPhone. I'm not going to buy another iPhone. iPhones are a hot commodity here, and you can buy an Android phone for a lot less money, and that's the route I would go. So, no, Sandy, if you bring your phone with you, okay, but be sure it's unlocked. Unlock it, bring it with you. Know how to get to the SIM card. If you don't, when you go to the Claro store or wherever you go to sign up for service, they'll take it out for you. You'll want to keep your original SIM card, okay? Just keep it, put it away somewhere, and then they'll give you a new one to put in the phone, okay? Hope that answers your question. If not, send me an email, and because I know a lot about this stuff because I've been dealing with it myself. The last question, number 10, Girolamo. Thank you, Girolamo. I appreciate your question. Is Ecuador a coffee growing country? And if yes, how is the quality compared to other coffees around the globe? I think yes, it is a coffee growing country. They have many coffee plantations here. They have plantains too, but coffee plantations here. Coffee is abundantly available here. It's not cheap. It's taste-wise, I think that the coffee that I get at the Mega Maxi here is a locally grown coffee, and I think it's awesome. When you go to a lot of the restaurants, every cup of coffee is a fresh brewed cup of coffee, and I guarantee it's all locally grown coffee, and I think it's better than anything I've ever had in the United States, even better than Starbucks. So sorry, Starbucks, I mean, I love you and I love your coffee, but I think some of the stuff that we have here in Ecuador is better. So that's it, folks. That's question number 10. I'm going to do another video about Cuenca. I'm going to do several videos on Cuenca. I'm here for a whole month. The first one is going to be about my first tranvia ride down to the historical district in downtown Cuenca. Folks, I got to tell you, if you're coming to Ecuador and you want to explore, do not cross off Cuenca. You got to come see this place. Manta is awesome. Cuenca is awesome. Manta's on the coast, Cuenca's in the mountains. Two completely different countries, two completely different living experiences. It's a lot of people say it's cold and chilly here in Cuenca West. I have a little fleece jacket on. I don't think it's cold. It's certainly not chilly, but I certainly think it's a very livable city. And so far, the altitude hasn't been a problem for me. So that's going to be the next video. It's going to be about my tranvia ride down to the historical district, Parque Calderon, the big cathedral. It's the most massive, beautiful thing I've ever seen. So that's it for now. From Cuenca, Ecuador. Thanks for watching. Ciao.
Okay, TikTok, the sound is only for people who are over 50 years old. So all of you people born in the 1960s or earlier, let's see your faces.